Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today we have a decent question that asks us to find the integral from -2 to 1 of x times the greatest integer less than or equal to the value of x minus 1 dx. So basically, to be able to deal with the greatest integers less than or equal to a value, and in integral problems we need to divide the interval of -2 to 1 into three different intervals, from -2 to -1, then from -1 to 0, and lastly from 0 to 1. So the first one is from -2 to -1, x times the greatest integer less than or equal to x minus 1 dx. So the greatest integer less than or equal to the value of x, which is from -2 to -1, would be equal to -2. So we can put it in our problem and be like integral -2 to -1 x times -2 minus 1 dx plus integral from -1 to 0 of x times, this time bracket x is from -1 to 0, so the greatest integer less than or equal to -1 to 0 would be -1, so we replace the -1 there, so it would be x times -1 minus 1 dx plus the integral from 0 to 1, the greatest integer less than or equal to x's, which are from 0 to 1, would be 0, so 0 minus 1 dx. So -2 minus 1 would be equal to -3, -1 minus 1 is -2, and 0 minus 1 is -1. So the three integrals would be like -3 times integral from -2 to -1 x dx plus -2 times integral from -1 to 0 x dx plus -1 times integral from 0 to 1 x dx. So the integral of x dx is equal to x power 2 over 2 plus a constant or a c. So for the first part of the answer, we would have -3 times bracket x to the power of 2 over 2 plus a constant or a c or c1 from -2 to -1, minus 2 times x to the power of 2 over 2 plus a c2 or another constant value from 0 or from -1 to 0. Then minus x to the power of 2 over 2 plus c3 or another constant from 0 to 1. So then we have to replace the intervals. First we replace the -1, so it would be -3 times -1 power 2 plus c1 minus -2 power 2 over 2 plus c1. Then for the second part, we have -2 times, we have to replace the 0 first, 0 power 2 over 2 plus c2 minus -1 power 2 over 2 plus c2. And then for the last part, we have minus x power 2 over 2 or 1 power 2 over 2 plus c3 minus 0 power 2 over 2 plus c3. So the constant values would cancel out each other, c1s, c2s, and c3s. So we will have negative 3 times negative 1 power 2 would be positive 1 over 2 minus negative 1 power 2 would be positive 4 over 2 minus 2 times 0 power 2 is 0 minus negative 1 power 2 is positive 1 over 2 minus 1 power 2 over 2 is 1 over 2, 0 power 2 over 2 is 0. Then we will have negative 3 times 1 over 2 or 1 minus 4 over 2 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 minus 0 or 1 over 2. So we would have 9 over 2 plus 1 minus 1 over 2 or 8 over 2 plus 1 or 4 plus 1, which is 5. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. Thanks.